welcome back to PhysioTV. We'll be starting with our second part of anatomical and physiological changes during pregnancy. Today we'll be talking about hematological changes, skin changes, and changes at cervical and vaginal aspect. So coming to the hematological changes in pregnancy, as in the part one, we saw that there is a good amount of blood volume which increases by 30 to 50%. So along with that, there is increase in the plasma volume, which is rising more than the RBC mass itself. There is increase in erythropoiesis, that is making of more amount of RBCs. The hemoglobin level as well is slightly towards dropping. That is usually it is on average 12.5, which again needs further investigation and it is very subject to different women. Again, with decrease in or rather increase in plasma with respect to RBCs, there is something known as physiological anemia. It is anemia, but it is physiological or it is dilutional. Your blood viscosity for a better exchange between the maternal and the fetal is again getting decreased. There is good amount of increase in supplementation. Also, a lot of times, the females are prescribed to take folic acid and iron supplementation for preventing complications like low birth weight, maternal hemorrhage, as well as to prevent neural tube defects. So your leukocytosis is again affected. It is again increasing when the delivery or the process of labor is nearing. It makes a significant difference with respect to infection diagnosis. And again, there is no increase in immature cells. The platelets again slightly drops down, but they are also considered to be in the normal range itself, which causes hemodilution and splenic sequestration. Pregnancy is something which is known as a hypercoagulable state. One of the most important exercise as physiotherapists which we give is ATMs, that is ankle toe movements, so that we prevent the female into landing up any issues with respect to coagulation, because your coagulating factors specifically and especially your fibrinogen and your thrombin both increase, which are your clotting factors, and your anticoagulant factors decrease, that is your protein S and your antithrombin. And again, because of the increase in resistance to activated protein C, all of these contribute to the state we call as hypercoagulable. Uh, so treating this is considered to be extremely essential from a physiotherapist point of view. Coming to cervix and the vaginal changes. So till now, what we have seen in the part one as well as in the part two are extremely essential from a physiotherapist point of view. So from now onwards, we'll be looking into the cervical and vaginal changes along with the skin changes. These are important aspects, but as a physiotherapist, we deal a bit less with it. So there is something known as Goodell's sign and something known as Chadwick's sign. So the softening of the cervix as well as the bluish white discoloration of the cervix occur because of increase in vascularity and edema. It usually occurs between 4 to 6 weeks. So the softening part, we call it as Goodell's sign, and the bluish violet discoloration is known as Chadwick's sign. So there is mucus plug, that is this thick mucus formed to seal the uterine cavity and protect against external infections. So these are all protective mechanisms. There is a good amount of vaginal change also. The vaginal discharge increases, which we call as leukorrhea, and there is hypertrophy of the vaginal walls and increase in the glycogen content as well. So coming to the skin changes, there is hyperpigmentation due to increase in melanocyte stimulating hormone and estrogen and progesterone levels. There is increased amount of hyperpigmentation. We can particularly see at midline of the abdomen, as we can see in the image itself. It is known as linea nigra. There is melasma, that is mask facing or mask of pregnancy, which is completely visible on face. There is darkening of areola, nipples, as well as the genital area because of hyperpigmentation also. There are stretch marks which can be seen at breast region, thigh region, buttocks region. Initially, they are pink to purple. Later on, they change to whitish or silvery. We can see in that image as well. So it is caused by skin stretching and hormonal effect of collagen. We call it as stretch marks. In medical terminology, we call it as stria gravidarum. Again, there is vascular changes with respect to increase in estrogen and blood volume, which can cause rather varicose veins, spider angiomas, or palmar erythema. Increased blood flow that may have a flushed effect on the female's skin also. Then coming to the sebaceous gland, the activity of sebaceous glands are again increased, which is why the skin is more prone of having acne, and it also contributes to a glowing skin. The hair again becomes quite thicker during pregnancy, and there is decrease in shedding, and after the delivery there is something known as telogen evuplim, that is hair fall post pregnancy. With this, we have completed our physiological and anatomical changes during pregnancy. So we have got a new segment into Physio TV. So we'll be displaying few MCQs or a quiz, a short quiz. We request all our viewers to kindly share their answers, what they think is the most appropriate option, and share it below on our comment section. And in the next episode of Physio TV, we'll be sharing the answers of the same. The first three answers, the first three viewers who will be sharing the correct answers, we are happy to share that you are our winners. So I hope our viewers are active and commenting the right answer on the comment section. So coming to the first question, that is cardiac output increases during pregnancy by approximately, and the options are A 10 to 20%, B 20 to 30%, C 30 to 50%, and D 60 to 80%. I'm sure you are all guessing the answer. Pregnancy is considered, your options are A, hypocoagulable state, B, hypercoagulable state, C, neutral state, and D, distress state. The hormone primarily responsible for maintaining early pregnancy is, your options are A, estrogen, B, progesterone, C, HCG, and D, prolactin. The next question is, which of the following is a normal physiological change in pregnancy? Your options are A, severe hypertension, B, proteinuria, C, increased blood volume, and D. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.